Hey, buddy, it's Victor. It's time to do the Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes now, putting us only 16 away from Hush and Delirium Week. Thank you all very much for the support on the YouTube Shorts as well as the YouTube regular runs here. Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus. Here's your picture of the day and also inspiration of the day submitted here by Reddit user, I'm going to say OP Lucifer, or Lucifer, I should say, OPX Lucifer. Title thread was just simply thank you, and then in the thread they said, I just want to say thank you. I've been watching your videos for maybe 10 years now. I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer just over 3 years ago now, which is a terminal diagnosis. I received chemo every other week and had to take a home pump for 2 days after that. You and your videos help me make it through, even if it's just listening to them while I sleep. I sleep a lot on chemo. You never know which Isaac video I will wake up to, but they help me through it. So thank you, Sinvicta. I hope that you know what a difference you and your videos make. You hold a very special place in my heart. Thank you again. Thank you very much, OPX Lucifer. I really appreciate that and sharing your story. That's it's really inspirational, man. It's great to have you in the mosh pit, and keep on fighting. We're always going to be here for you. Seed day is going to be Papa 3, Foxtrot, Quebec, 4 Kilo, November whiskey. We've got the scam box. Well, we have Robo Baby. Very kind of bad tiers and not great damage, and also not a lot of shot speed. Oof, that was close. Almost got clipped there. I will lead off this episode really quickly just to let everybody know that I am very sleep deprived today. I try not to record these videos when I'm really this tired, but things have happened outside of this job that I've been having to take care of, and it's basically been it's been taking up a lot of my energy and a lot of my time. But I want to make sure that we don't miss a daily Isaac episode. Sometimes this is just the sacrifice you got to make sometimes, and I'm willing to put up with it just because that's my job. I gotta make sure we get daily content every day here. So I only preface this episode by saying that because I tend to make, I make mistakes in every single video, but if I make an oversight, if I make a little bit of a goof in this one more often than usual, then go easy on me. It's been a very long week, and Isaac has not, unfortunately, been the main focus of this week. Taking care of Papa Victa has been the top priority, making sure he's okay, and it's draining. This is one of the parts of the job that they don't really tell you. When you get to a certain level, I'm gonna leave that in hopes that we can get rid of the scam box. Whenever you sign up for, you don't really sign up, but if you do decide to do YouTubing, and I hate to say content creation, I really do not like the term content creator. It's just it's such a bloated, inflated term that means absolutely nothing at the end of the day. I don't know. I won't go on into a rant on that. Anyway, all I gotta say is that if you decide to do this as legitimately try to do this as a profession, one thing that they will not tell you, except that your buddy Sinvicta will, is that the struggle of what I laughingly call this a job, the biggest part is being entertaining, and keeping just trying to keep everything in focus and lighthearted, and you want people to have fun, you want people to enjoy themselves when you are either going through some stuff or it's just like you're tired or anything like that. Like you still gotta just smile and perform, and that's something that I imagine that a lot of actors have to deal with, but they're probably better at it than I am, because I am not an actor. I won't try to act like I'm not tired. I'll just straight up tell you, look, I'm tired today. But I'm not gonna let it bring it down. We gotta still perform here, and that's the thing with Isaac, is that Isaac is not a game that you can really. There's not a whole lot of leeway. Whether you're tired or not, the game's gonna kick your butt if you're not paying attention. So you gotta lock in. That's what we're doing here. I take divorce papers because we desperately need a tiers upgrade, and we still are trying to find our item room. But yeah, that is the excuse me. That's the most challenging thing about this job. Is just trying to keep personal stuff out And even if it's been challenging outside of videos, outside of streams and stuff, I always let people know. I mean, that game-breaking bug, I guess, just maybe we can get a heart. We do owe it to ourselves to try to get into the store, to try to get rid of the scam box. Alabaster box is straight up awful. I'm just gonna say it. It takes way too much resources to charge for not enough gain, right? There's 2 space bar items in here, but unfortunately we can't afford either one, even though they're only 10 cents. We might as well just kiss this soul heart goodbye, even though it's the only one that we're starting with. We have to try to get something, and that is not it. So if you don't know what the alabaster box does, essentially what it does, it will consume 12 soul hearts or something ridiculous like that, up until the point of filling up, and then after you fill it with soul hearts, it will pay out with 2 angel deal items. Now, the problem with that is that early on, obviously, soul hearts are extremely important, and there is no way in the history of ever do you ever want to give up that many soul hearts in the early stages of an Eden run, especially one where we have mediocre stats. And curse the blind. So yeah, this is a to complicate the matter of alabaster box is the fact that, you know, we not only for survival's sake, we also need soul hearts to protect ourselves getting the first deal with the devil. You know, until something changes about the meta, if we end up getting some kind of floor 2 angel deal choice or something like that, which I doubt we will, it's always going to be this way. You always have to protect your devil deal. Eventually, I mean, when you get to a level of feeling comfortable with playing with low hearts and swapping out devil deals for HP, then you know that is the natural. In we get brittle bones here. This is nice. In my opinion, this natural progression of an Isaac player is learning that devil deals are not actually a hazard, but they are much needed. Now, we lucked out here getting brittle bones because this is going to at least give us HP to take a devil deal. However, we also need tears. So we need to essentially blast these bone hearts up to a certain extent. But remember, these bone hearts are something we can get rid of later on once we get more HP. So I'm not too bothered to get rid of them right now. I'm hoping that we do. If there's a sacrifice room, that would have been nice. But we do obviously fill the bones there with the unicorn poop, and that's fine. Normally, I like to just totally just waste all of these. But this is one rare instance where I'm not going to do that because I don't trust us not having any kind of protection from having no soul hearts yet. Picamide is Tropica bad, and we don't know what this is. Hungry soul. If we can get into the curse room for free. You know, who knows? Maybe we get something amazing out of Alabaster Box. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's certainly a possibility. I positioned myself. We were going to lose that Bone Heart anyway, so we might as well get hit by the Mega Troll Bomb and get the Tears upgrade and also get the iframes while we're going out of the curse room. Not that big of a deal because it's a Bone Heart, and obviously we gain benefit out of it because we have brittle bones, but yeah, so a little bit annoying. Really. Secret room. Prize is not there. Okay, there's the secret room. Should have known it because we already saw this room, so I should have known that. Like I said, running on fumes today. No excuse. Just saying. A game-breaking bug, by the way, if you don't know, game-breaking bug will take something on the ground and randomly roll it into something else. usually. We go on to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the boss item debate, which is the age-old boss item debate versus having the Satanic Bible episode. This one coming in, give me a second. Coming in from Tucker Chote, 5493. I probably said that name wrong. Who said, question of the episode, as a way to incentivize killing Delirium at the end of a run, you could get a Delirium token similar to an Eden token. There would be a new character in the game that could only be played with Delirium tokens. They would start with base Isaac stats and get one random passive item for every item pool in the game. Devil, Angel, Boss Treasure, Secret, etc. Chaos will always be active. What are your thoughts on this? I don't think that we're going to get to the point where we're going to be adding new characters to the game just because we have Delirium tokens. I would much rather see... I like the idea of a Delirium token for sure. But instead of us playing an exclusive character or anything like that has basically just a beefed up Eden passive, instead of doing that, I would like to see a vending machine pop out at the start of the next run if you have or just at the start of a run period. If you have a Delirium token, you can put it in there and it gives you a random item. But it's only one. There's no re-rolling. That's it. Unless you start with a D6 or something like that. Yes. But I think that is... If Delirium did that... It's been a while since we've seen Monty. If Delirium did that and gave Delirium tokens, I would say that Delirium is pretty much worth it almost every single time, as long in relative safety terms. I think that Delirium would be a must-do pretty much all the time, because that gives you so much more chance to ball out of control. It's worth it, and that's the point that I've conveyed to the developers and also to the Isaac community when I'm talking about giving us incentive for in-game bosses. It doesn't need to be huge. Just give us something. There's no reason to go fight Hush. There's no reason to go fight Delirium unless if you're going for unlocks or that sort of thing, and that is it. You know, if you're trying to go for an Omega run, sure, but that's just an arbitrary requirement that was invented by me. Like that's at the end of the day that has no bearing on the regular Isaac player. Right? It doesn't have to be huge. You know, let Hush give you a blue item or something like that. Let Delirium give you a Delirium token that will guaranteed, if you pay it into the vending machine, arcade machine, you know, video poker machine, whatever you want. If you pay it, then you will get a guaranteed random item. Chaos is active, so it can be from any item pool. It's one and done. There's no re-rolling it unless you're Eden or some character that starts with a re-roll. That's it. You know, that's, I think that is a very fair, simple way to incentivize a sort of pseudo meta progression in Isaac. Like, you know, one run affects the other one. Like it's Eden's blessing on crack, right? So I like the idea of a Delirium token because that allows you to avoid not having to put in a new character or anything fancy like that. And instead, you can focus on just giving the player a vendor. It shouldn't require too much programming. You just have it basically spawn I didn't mean to hit that. Just have it spawn a random item. That's it, with no restriction. You know, Hush would be any item that has blue in it. You know, which includes all the planetarium items, I think, and all the zoology items. I mean, that would be, you know, that would be incredible. I'd be so down for that. By the way, notice how Glyph of Balance did not fill up anything here because of the scam box. I am now going to use this opportunity to nuke our tears rate, or up our tears rate by nuking our bones hearts. That's what I mean. Because we have this red heart upgrade here, I feel confident that we're going to get the soul hearts, which we did. Okay, so I'm going to finally pick up the rest of these. Although I should have broken that bone heart. That was a misstep, but whatever. We can still break them later on. I'm I'm only doing this because I want to see if we can get a reroll machine somewhere. Can't believe the secret room's not there. It should be there. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. It should be there. Get Brat Candle Bundaroo. And also, I am going to bomb this here because I want to get this soul heart. Okay, so we've already been into the the angel deal, so we know that we're not going to get. There's nothing in there that we care about. I'll use the scam box once we find a spacebar item, and I can just simply get rid of it. Yeah, dude, I have no idea what this secret room is. It's probably honestly to the bottom of that room that's next to the sack room. Good damage there, Monty. Yeah, sign me up for the Delirium token all day, every day, brother. Down for it. Let's make it happen. Got Terra, by the way. Terra is a planetarium item that will give us the ability to shoot rocks as tiers, and they have a very, very, very high chance of breaking environmental objects such as mushrooms, pots, rocks, skulls, etc. An added benefit, it can get you in and out of secret rooms, and also get you in and out of regular rooms. So if we didn't want to be in this room, we can just simply do that. It can't get you into locked rooms, but it can get you out of every other type of room except for mini-boss rooms and locked doors. Eye Shadow. It's kind of a nothing burger of an item. It's okay to have charm, but it's nothing special. We do not want to lose a charge here with the alabaster box. We are kind of playing a little bit with fire here, not letting it rip immediately. Of course, if you get good with Montezuma's Revenge, it is a is quite the satisfying experience. And I have had this earworm of a banger stuck in my head for the last 2 days now because I heard it on a friend's stream, and I'm going to spread it to you all because it's a banger. Like, don't get me wrong, it's an actual banger. But man, it will not leave you alone. Wow. Yeah, the alabaster box is just, yes, it does refund you 2 wisps, but that's not enough. Or it's not 2 wisps. It refunds you 2 soul hearts, but it's still not enough. There are wisps, however, is very, very nice. I was thinking about taking the head of Krampus, then decided not to. The head of Krampus is, again, it's a largely forgettable item. You can sometimes do damage with Krampus for sure, but it's just not it's just not great. You can find other things. And I do think that Jar of Wisps is better than the head of Krampus. The head of Krampus is kind of like, that's kind of the staple that we measure active items off of. Like that's the bar. You know, like is this item better than Krampus's head as an active item? If the answer is, it's a simple yes or no, really. Anyway, but the earworm that I was talking about is this. It just came out a month ago, and I heard it on a friend's stream. It's a K-pop star, but she sings in English though. Her name is Genie, and the song is called Extra L. And man, that song, when it gets a hold of you, it will not let go. I mean, it's very catchy. It's got a cool beat. The rap parts are, I'm kind of like, eh. They're not nothing special, but it's the chorus that really drives that song. And man, it will not let you go. As soon as it gets in your head, you're cooked. That's it. It's a little bit like it's. This is only. I don't know if this is just be a musician thing or whatever, but the only thing that bothers me about the song is that the chorus it is so good. It is legitimately awesome. But they do this awesome like octave shift for the first chorus and then never do it again. They start like an octave higher with the first chorus, and then it drops down to the lower octave. And I'm like, man, that is so cool. And then they never do it again. They sing the chorus only one more time during the song. They repeat it, but it's on the lower octave, so I'm not sure why. I was like, man, that would be so cool if they just did that one more time. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the bone heart here. Anyway, so yeah, go YouTube that. It's called Extra L. And it is a banger. I've never heard of Genie before until 3 days ago, basically. I heard that song. I mean, 9 volts legitimate. It's legit here, giving us an extra fast charge for Jar of Wisps is real nice. Now we have unbelievably, we have a very outside shot at making boss rush. Okay, now it's kind of fading, but we have Terra, so we don't have to do every single room. Yeah, let's be smart about this and just go. Let's just freaking go, dude. Thank God Isaac doesn't do something stupid like, say, Montezuma's Revenge heals Brownie. And Cat of Nine Tails was actually a huge upgrade for us. Trinity's Shield, which is not a huge upgrade for us, and we gotta move here. We have a very outside shot. The song is just so catchy. You're welcome, by the way. You're not allowed to get mad at me for exposing you to the earworm. This is a mini boss room, so we know this is not the right way. Good. All right. Problem is we don't have the full card. We did find the boss room, though. And we never saw the full card. Because if we did, I don't know where it is. I don't know where we saw it. Should have been in this room here. But it wasn't. Not in this room. So yeah, we're gonna miss boss rush, unfortunately. Unless we find a random teleport card here. Nope. All right, it's over. Well, I tried my best. Good block by Trinity Shield, but we're just getting slaughtered here in the corner. Guppy's Tail. We actually have keys, so for once, Guppy's Tail is not a terrible idea. Oh, now we find the secret room. Thank you, game. Find the teleport after. I think that was double rainbow Monstro in there. We'll absolutely take card reading here. I love that teleport meta, baby. Brother, come on now. Our damage, like, our damage isn't bad. I don't know how these things are still living this long. We have no way of getting these keys. We should go back and get this key, though. We're going to need keys. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. Card reading should help us out greatly here. And Terra does this. It does the same thing that that Head of the Keeper does, and Tropicamide does. Is that with the tiers, even though the tiers are bigger, it makes you feel like you're dealing less damage. And it's hard to explain. It really is. It may just be like a placebo effect, but it does feel that way. We get a blue portal, which can take us to the secret room. Now, another thing that really sucks, right now anyway, is the fact that we only have 0.81 movement speed, courtesy of Small Rock. That has basically been the culprit of a lot of this damage we've been taking. Other than trying to rush, what's that? Other than trying to rush to make boss rush on Depths 2. Okay. Axe Saber is huge, by the way. As long as we can stabilize our HP, that's really the only thing that matters. And we have successfully gone the wrong way in every direction so far. All right. Really, really, really need a movement speed up. Great block there by Trinity Shield. If you didn't see what just happened there, we absolutely rolled that doppelganger. This is a mini boss. I'm not gonna fight the mini boss because we don't have any HP and we have no movement speed right now. So there's not really a mini boss that I would see. Well, I guess Lust would be. She would be the only one that I would care about seeing. And we got Wrath. I mean, Wrath shouldn't hit us, so it's no big deal. Lots of money, lots of bombs. Bombs are obviously not in high demand because of Terra. It's gonna be Fallen, so it's unlikely that we'll get his movement speed here. Although we could get Lord of the Pit. We get Sulfur, which is actually quite nice. And yep. This red portal here is going to take us instantly to the boss, and that's what we want, baby. We can use Sulfur here. And we got a decently strong Brimstone. That wisp that Brimstone that you saw over there, that was the result of the Brimstone wisp, courtesy of using Sulfur. And yeah. Okay, we have another red portal, but we don't have a full charge, so we're gonna have to do this without Sulfur. I will not be baited into using Montezuma against Isaac. Technically speaking, we don't really have to move here. We can just let Trinity Shield do its thing. Well, unless he does that, of course. Tried to get us. This movement speed is legitimately dangerous. We have everything but movement speed right now. Backstabber doing a good job. That would have gone a little bit better had we had Sulfur, but we didn't. Did not get a red portal. Okay, so we really need the chest to wake up here. Ooh. This kills our range. Our range is already bad. It's going to give us a large amount of tiers. I think we still got to go with sulfur. I mean, these are all 3 of these items. I can't believe that we got 3 active items. Belly button's not gonna do anything for us. 3 active items is a big bummer here. Do have Lazarus's rags in case of emergency. Backstabber doing work here on Daddy. Wish that Backstabber procced off of Montezuma's Revenge. Tricky dodging here with the lack of movement speed. Making it happen, though. Slowly but surely, we're making it happen. We just gotta stay vigilant. Stay locked in. Huge soul heart drop here from Husky. And a dead end. All right. Another huge soul heart there. It's actually from Glyph of Balance, and I shouldn't be picking those up. We're missing out on some major farm here. Glyph of Balance might be the end game here, because right now it seems to be triggering a soul heart at the end of every single room, and if that keeps happening, we don't have to pick up the soul heart, and it will just keep giving us soul hearts at the end of every room clear. Oh baby, yeah, we're done here. Should try to kill Lust at the end so we can get maybe a little resemblance of a movement speed upgrade. Nope. No. Ipecac is bad here. Do we... If we can beat Isaac with 1.5, we should easily be able to beat Blue Baby here. Backstabber's not proccing. Hungry Soul, though. The world's going on with the physics up there, dude. We charmed him. Now goes Blue Baby. Man, oh man, that was a whirlwind of a run there. Thank you for watching, everybody. A little bit of a shorter run today. I hope you understand. But again, thank you all very much for all the support here. Shout out to the Mosh Pit who leaves questions of the episodes. And also, of course, likes, comments, and subscribes every single time you see a new video here. And thank you again for all the support over on TikTok and on X and on anything else, any other platform. I do appreciate it, everybody. Really, truly do. I can't wait for tomorrow. Make sure you check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Invicta. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like things to pages of mine like Dimblewimble, Pokestick, and Shock Top. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of my Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.